This is the Parley, a place where guests are required to put their money where their mouth is, where we double down on the discourse and conversation. That's the only currency accepted. Proudly presented by the Nefarious Media Network.
Ago, we mentioned John Cena, fellas. John Cena, pro wrestler, humanitarian, actor, man that's ruining wrestling as we speak. One of his most famous theatrical roles, Ray, was the Marine, okay?
Yes.
And since it is Memorial Day, tip of the cap to all who have served. All gave some, but some gave all. And that's what Memorial Day is for, to remember those who have lost their lives in service to this great country. So we wanted to honor some fictional servicemen and women. So we're going to go around the horn. Everybody gets 3 people. You get 3 folks on your team. So we're going to do a draft, a conscription, if you will, Ray, of our favorite fictional servicemen and servicewomen. Do you want to do all 3 at once, Ray, or do you want to go like round by round? How should we do this? What's the best way to do it for the audience?
I think if we're going to do a draft style, I think we could do, and especially like, are we only each, like, if we pick somebody, they're off the board?
Yes, they're off the board.
All right. I think it would work better if we do one by one around the horn.
Okay. All right. So let's, we did an unofficial coin flip behind the scenes. And the first pick goes to Gerard. Second pick goes to Ray. Third pick goes to me. And we'll do that for all 3 rounds. So Gerard Brown, in the history of film, in the history of television, in the history of comic books, in the history of manga, in the history of anime, in the history of everything, who is your first pick for your favorite fictional serviceman or servicewoman?
How familiar are people with Dragon Ball Z here? How familiar is the table with? Because I need to have a question,
right?
Because do we count like Vegeta as like a? He's in the Saiyan army.
Yes.
Are we counting that as like a serviceman?
Does it have to be strictly United States Army or Marines or Air Force, Ray?
I think it has to be an actual like human army, brother Gerard.
Okay. So an actual member of the U.S., since it is Memorial Day, the U.S. military in fiction, those will be the parameters. So that way Ray can't cheat.
Even if you want to do,
that's all.
Yeah. Even if you want to do guys from other like countries, that's fine. But
we'll take an answer from other countries, but America first, as they say.
No, I'll stick right here. Eric Stevens. That's all you need.
Who you going with? Eric Stevens?
Eric Stevens.
A Black American operative named Killmonger.
You saying anime threw me off and made my brain go, "Oh, there's so many more people I could be picking from." But no, I was going with Eric Stevens to begin with.
That's a good one. Killmonger. What do you think about that, Ray?
That's a good choice. I could dig it.
You can dig it.
I mean, I'm surprised this is first, but
I mean that's a good choice though. That's a strong choice. Non-traditional service member. Ray Williams, who's your number one pick?
Oh, well, although I really, really want to go with like the first person that came to my head, but it is also the first person who you kind of brought up within our group chat, Nate. So I think I'm gonna hold that person off for you. I won't be dirty and steal your pick like that. So one person that immediately once I got off of that particular pick, I was like, who comes to mind when I think of like the first time I've seen like military service members like in fictional work? And this brother not only ticks off the box when it comes to professional wrestling, but also ticks off the box when it comes to animated series. So I'm gonna go with one Sergeant Slaughter.
Ooh,
very good pick. We're not going to count the parts where he was an Iraqi sympathizer. We're going to cut that one out of the canon. But everything else we're going to keep included.
Sergeant's a great pick because not only was he Sergeant Slaughter in pro wrestling, he was in G.I. Joe. And the fact that makes this the beautiful pick, Ray Williams, is there are still some people who believe Sarge actually served. That man never served a day in his life. A day in his life in the military. He is one of the greatest fictional soldiers ever.
He played the role that well. They thought he was in the military.
I'm not mad at that pick. I'm not mad at that pick at all, Ray. That's a great pick. Ray, I think you alluded to it, though. You know, war is hell, man. You know, it's a lot of lost lives. It's a lot of collateral damage. But there's one man out here that was his business, Ray. The man said himself, "Killing is my business, ladies, and business is good." I'm talking about Major Benson Winifred Payne, a.k.a. Major Payne from the great classic. Damon Wayans with Major Payne. Come on now. We talk about a man that was one of the most deadly operatives that the military has ever seen. He took out all of America's enemies, and they were like, well, what's next for Major Payne? I know. Let's have him teach these kids. And you get Major Payne teaching his ragtag group of young military students at the military academy, and he falls in love with Karen Parsons. I'm not blaming the brother. You know, we all just flesh and blood. You know, so many great scenes in Major Payne when they at the club, and Major Payne's like, I've been known to cut a little rug. To the sounds of Pop That Coochie by Uncle Luke and the Two Live Crew. Another one of my favorite scenes in Major Payne when I forget the guy's name, but he's like the bad boy of the students, Ray, and he's a young white boy and a young traditional soldier, if you will. And he's getting all in Major Payne's face, and he's agitating him. And Major Payne is like, "You want to fight me, boy? You want to fight me? I am 2 seconds away from being on you like white on rice and a paper plate and a glass of milk in the middle of a snowstorm. The water on my knee will quench your thirst." Like Damon Wayans did such a good job in that movie. Like, again, Ray, like I think a lot of people may know, but for those that don't, my father served in the Navy for 25 years. So I grew up for most of my teenage years either on military bases or in cities like Newport News that are big military towns. And so this movie was like surprisingly a favorite film for people that went in junior ROTC or people who's, you know, were military dependents and their dads and their moms were in the military. Like Major Payne was this random ass movie that we all kind of connected with and vibed with. So yeah, my top pick, because not only is he a good soldier, Ray, but he can lead my team, is Major Benson Winifred Payne.
I love that. Yeah. I love that pick.
Yes, very good pick.
Have you actually seen that movie, Ray? I know it's, you know, sometimes you don't watch movies.
No, that was one of the movies that we had on VHS that I would watch over and over and over again.
You just rewind that one Bam Bam Bigelow scene. I'm gonna take this leg right here and put it up against your chin right there. Like you said you was gonna kick me in the face. Oh, I'm sorry, I did, didn't I? And then he kicks him in the face. That's a great movie, man. Major Pain. One Tubby.
Two Tubby.
There's probably some stuff that you couldn't get away with nowadays, but I always like Major Pain.
Not at all.
No, not at all. Like, hello, Betty. Like that's a whole lawsuit. Yeah, Major Pain. You got this young boy in your bed, even though they tried to trick you and get you booted out of the service. Like that wouldn't have gone well for Major Pain if it went to the courts.
That movie was hilarious and gave me life when I was in boot camp. My mom sent me to boot camp at 14 for not washing the dishes and taking some bad kid boot camp. Sent to that.
Oh my
goodness. The one thing of hope that we got was Major Pain. Me and my god brother was sitting there laughing the whole time. 8 weeks. I turned 15 at that boot camp, but I was rolling off of that movie. So I can agree with that commonality of the shared experience because of that movie.
Yep. And shout out to my boy, Orlando. Is it Orlando Robinson?
Oh no, Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown, that plays Tiger in the movie. Obviously, he's had some ups and downs in his personal life, but he was really good as the little kid in that movie.
He was. He was a very good child actor. Which is just crazy to see, just the path he's been on and just stuff that's been going on with his life. Hopefully he gets it together. But he was very talented.
I agree.
Gerard Brown, number 2 draft pick for you. Who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with John Clark.
Ooh.
I'm just going. Do people know who? Without me explaining it, do people know who John Clark is off rip? I'm testing the waters right now to see. I might be learning that Ray Williams does not watch movies all the time, so he might not have seen this movie.
I'm trying to think. Is it Denzel, right?
Oh, nah.
No.
Once again, I got Killmonger over here.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and load up Michael B. Jordan Part 2 without remorse. His Amazon Prime movie. He was a military soldier that they killed his wife, and so he said, "Okay, bet I got to get my revenge." And this man was going through hell and high water.
Think Jack Reacher, but Black Reacher.
Yeah,
hey.
I actually have seen that movie, especially.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I have. It's the scene he's in the prison or he's in the actual prison cell and he fights his way out, right? Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's my movie. Yeah. So.
Michael B. Jordan, low key, that's kind of one of his many genres, but he's you can buy Michael B. Jordan as either current military or ex-military.
I agree. So that's gonna be my second draft pick. I'm just going. Who knows if I have a third Michael B. Jordan?
I was gonna say, does Michael B. Jordan have another one?
Hey, we'll wait till round 3 to find out. But Ray, who you got cooking up for round 2, man?
All right. Well, I've been trying to think about this because I had number 1 locked and loaded in the chamber. Number 2 is kind of a little harder to think of.
Go ahead and say The Miz.
None of the portrayals of Marines in Marine 1 through 6.
6 of those. That's insane.
It's
Did any of them make money past the first one?
I don't think not in the box office. I'm sure they had that direct to DVD money when it was going down, or that rental money.
Who were all the Marines? So we had Cena, we had Miz. Did we have another?
Orton.
No, okay,
so Orton got moved to round. He's in round 2, part 2, because they didn't want him to be in the Marine. He was going to be Marine after him, but then when they found out that his past record, his AWOL period,
right,
they bounced it over to Ted DiBiase for that one random.
Oh, yes.
And it was The Miz.
Yes. Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yep.
Yeah, that's random.
Never forget Ted DiBiase and his crooked daddy scammed all those poor people in Mississippi. Never forget.
Along with
that shows you the machine right there, that he has that movie.
Ted DiBiase. Out of anybody you could have picked on the damn roster.
Yeah, but
they just look right past Titus O'Neil like, nah, this ain't for you, dog.
Exactly. Like, it's like so many different picks I could think of. Like, oh, you know what? It just hit me.
Okay, go ahead.
So I could go with pretty much any role that Arnold Schwarzenegger's been in. I could go with like a bunch of other people, but I think one person that really just hit me. Again, I apologize. He's traditional, and it's a male, but I think he's very iconic.
Okay,
and that would be one John Rambo.
Ooh,
okay.
I think it just hit me. I was like, how are we going to have service members and not put Rambo up in there?
Okay.
And I think with Rambo, it's like he shows multiple sides of war. Like he shows like he could be that killing machine, but he also shows like, especially within like the multitude of the movies, that war does something to your psyche. And so I think that it would be a tremendous pick, especially to have Rambo on there.
That's I'm not mad at it, Ray. That's a classic right there. I thought when you were talking about Schwarzenegger, I thought you were gonna go with Dutch from Predator.
I was literally thinking like, Dylan, you son of, like, I was thinking of it.
But I was like, handshake ever.
Yep.
But the thing is, it's like you had Dutch, but then you also had him in Commando, and then it's like he's had like multiple. And then I was thinking, well, maybe something with Michael Jai White, but it's like he's had multiple. But I was like, Rambo just stood out, like just flashed ahead of me.
Did you watch the last one they did?
I did.
It wasn't bad. It surprised me actually.
It was pretty good. But then, of course, it got hokey towards the end, and then when he just opens up the dude's chest with his bare hands and rips his heart out, I was like, this is like Mortal Kombat type stuff, right?
He got that old man strength, right?
Yeah, like right through his rib cage. It's like, I think it's a little bit more intense than that, but I guess.
Okay, so Ray went with John Rambo in his second round. I'm actually glad Ray didn't go with this. I thought Ray might be leaning on this pick. And this is somebody who, realistically, he probably would have been my first choice if Ray hadn't led me to Major Benson Winifred Payne with the first pick. So I'm glad this brother's still around for pick number 2. Y'all know, if y'all have heard me talk about any of these, particularly last year or so, any of these movies, y'all know one of my favorite servicemen in the game right now. Ladies and gentlemen, he is somebody who is always fighting on the right side of history, is somebody who has always got a good conscience, a good moral compass, if you will, Ray Williams. He is somebody who you can just call Captain America.
Oh,
Sam Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, is my number 2 pick off the board. Anthony Mackie has always done the damn thing with the character of Sam, but particularly, like, Brave New World was what it was, man. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say it was the greatest movie ever, but I enjoyed his portrayal of Sam in that movie. But more than that, if you look at the TV show on Disney Plus, Falcon the Winter Soldier with him and Sebastian Stan, like, I thought they did a good job of going into Sam's backstory, his community in Louisiana, the reason why he joined the military, why he does the things that he does. And yeah, man, despite what some of them people online will tell you, man, Sam Wilson is my Captain America. He's our Captain America. Let's hear it for Captain America. And if you want to hear more about Sam Wilson, Captain America, there's a retrospective available right now on the Nefarious Media Network. So yeah, Sam Wilson, that's my number 2 pick, Gerard.
As he sues the new Avengers.
Yes. He's a very litigious soldier.
Gotta love it. He knows his litigation as well as his way around some arms. So.
Spoilers for this movie that Marvel spoiled themselves 72 hours after it came out, Ray. By the way, they did Avengers, everybody. I don't know if you heard.
I know about New Avengers. I didn't know he was suing folks out here. Come on,
I
man.
mean, you should have seen the movie, Ray. You should have seen the
I would
movie.
say, I'm sorry. I thought we was all on one accord at this point.
Ray is like, I don't even watch old movies. You expect me to watch new movies? I can't be doing all that. Too much.
Well,
Gerard, third round pick, final pick in our first ever Memorial Day, and we'll probably do it again for Veterans Day. Service member draft. Who you got?
well, we are around the horn again, and I promise you, Smoke will be my third serviceman. A former soldier who fought in World War One came home with his money and his twin to open up a juke joint. With the protection of what his wife had on his chest, my man was dodging bullets, dodging people, and dodging anything. It was only after he took that off that he took a bullet, only so he could be with his wife and kids. So, a good father who tried to, the man came back to his family. My serviceman, Smoke.
Yeah, he did it, ladies
From
and gentlemen.
Sinners.
I didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
Another Michael B. Jordan pull.
I didn't think he was going to be able to do it, but he did it, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's a relevant one because that's this year.
He had Killmonger, No Remorse, or Without Remorse, and Sinners. He did it. He completed the trifecta, Ray.
They put
Very
Vegeta inspired look onto his Killmonger outfit, so I get my anime feet with that one. I get the straight military with that, and then I get the I just get the fun one with the Sinners one did. So I could have picked the vampire. I could have picked the brother. Military soldier turned vampire. I got 4 of them right now on you. I might find a 5th. Who knows? Nah, Ray, how about you, man?
Last pick, Ray.
Who you build it up to?
I'm racking my brain. Like I'm trying to find a DEI pick now that I went all traditional in the first 2.
You did go traditional for the first 2, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Sergeant Slaughter and John Rambo. It's a very traditional armed forces branch you got, Ray.
I know. We in our branch we did erase Jackie Robinson in our branch. I apologize.
I mean, technically, that's does Jackie Robinson count though? No, I don't think Jackie Robinson counts in this.
Well,
he actually
fictional, right?
Yeah. Like, even though Chadwick played him in the movie, like Jackie Robinson actually served. So I don't think Jackie counts. I don't think Antoine Fisher counts.
Oh yeah, and I was thinking of the Navy SEAL that Cuba Gooding
Men of
Jr.
Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr.
I was thinking of him too, but I was like, oh, he's a real.
Cuba had a little kick playing black military members because he was in that, and then he was in Pearl Harbor, wasn't he?
Pearl Harbor, yeah, I think so.
He was playing like the Dory Miller, the ship cook turned like gunner.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think was that a Ben Affleck joint? Like when Ben Affleck was hot?
Yeah,
he was definitely in a movie, but I've never seen that movie. Yeah.
He was trying to Ben Affleck was trying to go for some serious roles. He's like, I need a serious movie.
Yeah, let me get the Jerry Bruckheimer produced.
Right, look,
everything blows up.
I want Saving Private Ryan meets Bad Boys. Make it happen, Jerry.
But you know what? Something did just come to mind, and this might be a controversial pick. I think I'm gonna go with, and I don't know the character's name, but I'm gonna go with Lorenz Tate's character from Dead Presidents.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with him because I think he just showed like, hey, like this again, similar to John Rambo when he shows like the kind of like the effects of war on your psyche and how that affects you, and then also like once you come home, and then it's like not much really for you to do once you get home, and it's like he's trying to get work and honest and earn an honest living, but it's like people aren't trying to let him like get acclimated and get back into having an honest living outside of what he had to endure in Vietnam. So I think I'm gonna go with that character from Dead Presidents.
Okay. Anthony Curtis.
Anthony Curtis.
And I just looked it up, so I'm not even gonna hold you like I knew that off the top of my head. Now you gonna hold you.
And that fulfills my affirmative action pick for my draft.
Get out. I was with you on the whole reason behind it, but when you throw that little nugget on it, that ain't it.
I'm joking.
I'm checking off boxes.
I was about to say that was a sad movie to watch as a kid. Everybody hyped that up like it was like, oh yeah, you should watch Friday, you should watch this, you should watch Dead Presidents. I'm like, I saw Friday, Smokey, and I see Chris Tucker in this. I'm like, oh, he about to be hilarious. Oh, this is not that. This is not the Chris Tucker movie for that. No, why is he shaking like that? Why is he sweating like that? Oh,
now of course, real quick, of course. We got some folks in the chat with their not predictions but their picks, and of course good old Brandon from New Jersey had to chime in. He said, "What about Denzel in Glory?" I don't know about Civil War era.
I mean, technically they was in the regiment, Ray.
Yeah,
was he portraying a true person, like an actual person, or was that a fictional person?
That's the question. I don't know if that character was a real person or just kind of like, this is something that these soldiers would have gone through. Right. But Denzel acted his ass off on that one. With that single tear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man. That was a good movie. That was good job, Brandon from New Jersey. Shout out to our brother Brandon, man. Don't forget, we talked about John Moxley earlier. If you are a fan of John Moxley, Death Riders aside, check out Eagles Don't Hunt Flies, an excellent podcast with our good brother Dickie Bird, the main man Martin Bushby, and the third most popular host Brandon from New Jersey. We salute you for your work, brother. Thank you for your service.
All right, stop stalling, Nate. What's your last pick, brother?
Okay, see, first of all, Ray, you about to get an angry tweet from one Booker T for not putting G.I. Bro on the list.
Oh no. I thought you were gonna go with your boy Pitbull,
Sergeant Craig Pittman. Oh yeah, there was some great honorable mention like Craig Pittman, Ranger Ross, the master of the super kick. Y'all don't know about this man, Ranger Ross, an Air Force paratrooper who somehow was the master of the super kick back in 1988. I don't know how he got that title. He won the war single-handedly, one kick at a time. But you know what, Ray, you're right. We do need to have diversity in our armed forces. So I've got two men of color, two non-traditional soldiers already. I figure it's time that we have a woman. Nobody's named a woman, man. So, shout out to G.I. Jane on these streets. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. But I'm not going with G.I. Jane, I'm going with another tall glass of milk that Ray Williams might like.
Oh, here we go.
It's a lady that gets a lot of hate on these streets, Gerard. But every time they try to put her down, you know what she do, Gerard? She goes higher. She goes further. She goes faster. My third pick in the Armed Forces draft, none other than Captain Marvel herself, Carol Danvers in the building.
Oh,
not only is she a
Monica
soldier,
Rambo walks away, head down.
She's flying these jet planes. Well, I went non-traditional my first two picks. I kind of felt like I had to go traditional for the last one. But not only can Carol fly these jet planes, but she also got superpowers, Ray. So she's like a super duper soldier, man. So I got Sam Wilson. I got Carol Danvers, and of course, leading the team, Major Benson Winifred Payne.
That would be a very intriguing regimen to be a fly on the wall.
I could have gone all Marvel if I had kicked out Major Payne because Nick Fury served too. So I could have gone Nick Fury, Sam Wilson, and Carol Danvers, but now Major Payne is the one to lead this team.
Well, Jay Lacey said, "Glad you didn't go with Lacey Evans."
Oh no!
Let's give an honorable mention to Lacey Evans on these streets, man. She's a sassy Southern belle who's also a Marine who also has addiction problems in her family, and we don't know what to do with this character, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, addiction problems, but she's a single mom, and then
she's a single mom. She She's trying to get people to stop being addicts, but she's being a jerk about it. So is she a baby face or not? I don't know. And then she was gone.
She also mentioned something about her brother committing suicide or something like that too.
I think it was something tragic like that, but it was like all in the guise of her also being a heel and telling the audience that she's better than them. So it's like it didn't kind of work. Like, am I supposed to be feeling sorry for this lady that's yelling at us? Maybe she was like Sly Stallone. She was doing her own tribute to the trauma, that some of us servicemen and women go through. Lacey was on a whole nother level. We just didn't see it at the time, right?
Right.
So those are our picks for our servicemen and women. If y'all have any picks, throw them in the chat, or you can email them to us if you're listening to this in the future. If we missed anybody that you think should have been on the list.